I was pleased to have been asked to make my remarks about something for which I have a deep passion. The topic was quick to come to mind: peace. The solution remains elusive. This evening, my remarks will be in the form of a challenge to all of you assembled here. I will ask you to consider Satyana's belief that those who do not learn from history are condemned to repeat it. Well, history is repeating itself. Were leaders like Woodrow Wilson or George Kennan alive today, they would think they were seeing the same tragic drama, but with different characters. Wilson's League of Nations helped lay the groundwork for today's United Nations. Yet, after 2 world wars and untold horror and suffering, the promise of a safer world that accompanied the United Nations founding remains unrealized. As Wilson, we must continue to seek a remedy. My heartfelt belief is that I had to take this unique opportunity to try to move you, the movers and the shakers, you, the distinguished leaders from different fields, you who get things done in this world. My 99 years have taught me there will always be conflict. It's part of human nature. But I'll remind you that love, kindness, and support are also part of human nature. Today, we are in a so-called holy war. I contend that today's wars are unholy. Although waged in the name of God, Jesus, Muhammad, Allah, by their extremist hijackers. When you look to the original teachings of any of the major world religions, you'll see that we are called upon to develop the positive aspects of our humanity. Tonight, look around this lovely and powerful city. Does it feel like a city at war? Dear friends, we are at war. Tomorrow, all this could be utterly destroyed. We, like the Londoners before the Blitz of World War II, feel a false sense of security. A few weeks ago, the war was personalized for me in a most haunting way. I witnessed a young soldier's plight as through his tears he pleaded, "I want to be independent again. I want to be independent again." This, as he struggled to walk 10 feet with his new artificial legs and new arm. This man's life, this man's family's lives are forever changed. It is the young who are sent to battle and who pay the price of life and limb. But today, we all pay. Governments get caught up in the winds of war. In 1932, as young doctoral students in Geneva, Shelby and I saw firsthand the workings of the very first World Disarmament Conference. We heard all the right words, but what Shelby and I saw was a relentless preparation for war. By Germany towards its neighbors, by Italy towards Ethiopia, and by Japan panting to take Manchuria. The very thought of disarmament was hitting a wall. The times were not ripe. But could any of these countries have destroyed the whole world then? Could any or all of them have sent toxins into our air and water that could have killed every last human creature? Could they have put together enough munitions to blow our planet to smithereens? No. No and no. Today, mankind holds weaponry that can destroy our whole planet many times over. The stakes are much higher. Now we are playing with the ultimate stakes. My challenge to you is to bring about a mindset of preparing for peace instead of preparing for war. Most importantly, we need to develop within or alongside or outside of the United Nations a new peace force. We must change our means for resolving conflict. I ask you to form a collaboration. You, the movers and the shakers, here tonight to bring the world a few steps back from the brink of total destruction and annihilation. What I do know with every fiber of my being is that we need to contain weapons of mass destruction. We need to consider the proverbial concept of turning weapons into plowshares for the good of all mankind, for our very existence. The time to do this is today, as there may be no tomorrow. Not long ago, a duel by sword or gun resolved a private dispute. That's gone forever. We think it's an absurdly ridiculous approach to resolve conflict. We need to see the use of weapons of mass destruction as an even more absurd, even more preposterous approach. One of my favorite messages from Gandhi is, to make peace, you need to talk more, not with your friends, but with your enemies. In the past, this method brought about a few miracles. Northern Ireland is quiet. France and Germany, with a 1,000-year history of war, are now allies. And the Cold War is over, without violence. Shelby and I, with hammers in hand, helped dismantle the Berlin Wall. We need a miracle again. I'll close tonight with a reminder from Carnegie. Most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by people who keep on trying when there seemed to be no hope at all. If a number of you here this evening keep trying, it will begin to happen. Just consider the alternative. This is my challenge and my urgent plea. Thank you all for coming, listening, and above all, for trying.